planets with respect to the Hindu calendar. Okay, now after placing all the planets, after replacing the ascent from ascent, what are the planets, where and all position, everything, after assuming, after calculating all those things, now the actual job is starting. What is the role of each and every planet, in which house which planet is seated, means according to that we have to say the future for that child, future for that horoscope. Okay, before that, to analysis, to evaluate the expected output, everything, we have to know the what is the nature of each and every planet, why these planets position in different places gives a different result. Actually, what are the basic nature of these planets, that we are going to see. So that try only I did in this lesson, that is lesson 6 of learning astrology, is completely about the planet features. That is, we are going to learn the characteristics of the planets. First is sun. The first and foremost planet what we have to learn is a sun characteristics. The planet sun is known as the king of celestial cabinet. Okay, for all over the solar system in the universe, the sun is the soul of the universe, right? Without sun, without that energy, nothing will be there. So sun is known as the king of the celestial cabinet. It is the hottest planet among all. Of course, we know, practically we know, sun is the hottest planet among all. It indicates the government or authoritative position in the society. So in which horoscope, if sun is very strong or exalted, or sun is in a good position or a good movement, then definitely that person will be in a high authorized job. That is a government or authoritative person position in the society, either in a government or anywhere, in a private, wherever, he will have the authoritative position or authoritative power with him by nature itself. It represents our soul and the father. For any child to born, no, the father, that father of the particular horoscope child, he will be very strong and affirmative. It provides the energy to all the planets. It illuminates the whole world through its brightness, isn't it? We know sun is the brightest planet. Sun is the brightest. Sun is the brightest thing. It illuminates the whole world through its brightness. It rules over Leo sign and gets exalted in Aries. Already we saw in the chart. I told you the 12 basic houses of the chart. In that, the Leo, we know no, after Gemini, Cancer, Leo is the house, right? 5th house. So in that is the, this and all we discussed already. Leo is the ruling house of the planet sun, and it will get exalted in Aries. That is the 1st house. So if sun is placed in these 2 houses, definitely the person will have an affirmative authority power with him by birth itself. Okay. Second, we are going to see, second planet is moon. It is considered to be an important planet among all, as it represents the mind of a person. See, sun is obviously important because it will give you the affirmative, it will give you strongness, everything okay. But if moon is damaged, that means if a mind of a person is damaged, or if mind of a person is weak, then the sun, if it is strong also, that is of no use, no worth. So mind should be strong for everybody, right? Then only he can or she can do any activities efficiently. Thus, moon is considered to be an important planet among all because it represents the mind of a person, mind of the particular chart. It is also known as a queen of celestial cabinet. King is a sun and queen is a moon. So only for any childbirth, we will consider the sun as a father and moon as a mother. It indicates private sectors or private government. It represents our mother in astrology. When the moon is directly opposite to the sun's in one's birth, then it forms a good yoga. Exactly, that is the 7th house. From 7th house the moon is placed. It means it will give you a good yoga, as sun's ray illuminates the energy of the planet moon. Moon governs to the Cancer sign and gets exalted in Taurus. As I told you, we know the moon will get the light from the sun and then it's illuminated. So exactly, if a person child in that type of nature, in that time, exactly the 7th house from the sun will illuminate some more power to the moon. As a result, the child born in that position education planets will get a good results. We know, already we discussed, moon governs the Cancer house and it get exalted in Taurus. That is the second sign. And also I told you sun and moon always near to each other in the position of the chart. Next planet is Mercury. This planet reflects the quality of prince. Quality of prince. Mercury is a planet which indicates the logical ability or calculative ability of a person. If any person in any chart, if Mercury is strong, if Mercury is placed strong, then he will have or she will have a good logical ability or calculative ability. He will be very strong in mathematics and analytical skills and logical reasoning, everything. Mercury is the very utmost important planet we should consider for the education purpose. It deals with mathematics and is also provide the knowledge of astrology. If in any horoscope the Mercury is strong, means definitely he or she will be interested in astrology. With respect to that knowledge, he will gain more name and fame. It is very closer to the sun. It is also a messenger of God, like that in astrology they will consider. It rules our siblings and day-to-day activities and expressions. So by seeing the one's horoscope, if Mercury is strong or weak or what is the position of Mercury, based on that we can say our siblings characteristics and day-to-day activities and expressions from us. It rules the house Gemini and Virgo. As I told you, sun and moon have only one planet to rule, one house to rule. Remaining every planets will have a two house to rule. So for Mercury, Gemini and Virgo are the two houses to rule, and it will exalted in Virgo. In Gemini and Virgo, it will get exalted in Virgo only. The next planet is about Venus. This is the planet which everyone seeks for. It acts as a princess in the celestial cabinet. Okay, just I am giving the theoretical knowledge about this. It is like a princess. Venus indicates love, romance, beauty and any kind of relation in one's life. It also represents the partner, that is life partner of the particular birth chart. It is a Karaka planet for marriage too. For a marriage, if you want to take a marriage horoscope for the marriage analysis, where is the Venus placed? Is this the correct time to get married? Everything we can calculate with the help of Venus. It represents the monetary value or the finance of a person. It rules over, as I told you, Venus rules two houses, Taurus and Libra, and it's exalted in Pisces. That is last planet, last house. Okay, then the next planet we are going to see is Mars. Mars is a commander-in-chief or soldier of celestial. Is a commanding. Mars is a highly commendable planet. It shows our fighting ability and aggression. If a person is so much of aggressive and he is always fighting for such small things, then definitely we can say Mars is highly influenced in that chart. It provides us courage to tackle any situation. If any situation in the world, we can tackle it very easily if you have good Mars. It is always in hurry and ready to fight. Quick response will happen to that person. It is a Karaka planet of younger born, police, army, surgeon, etc. It rules over Aries and Scorpio. As I told you, Mars will rule two houses, Aries and Scorpio, and it's get exalted in Capricorn. In Capricorn, Mars is an exalted position. Okay. So this is about the Mars. This is a normal assumption only I am giving. So based on the planets, based on the degree, everything, we have an analysis will be differ, that we are going to see in the next consecutive classes. Next is Jupiter. Jupiter, it is a king. Like it represents the wisdom of a person. So for which in which birth chart, if Jupiter is very strong, then the person is very wise, we can define. It also represents the guru or teachers which are running into our life. So by analyzing the Jupiter in our house, we can say whether our teachers will be friendly to us, or he or she will be opposite to us, or we will be a good teacher. Like that we can analyze with the help of Jupiter planet only. It represents the husband in woman's chart. It is a religious and most benefic planet. So if any person is more religious oriented, definitely in this chart Jupiter will be strong. It represents the child and family of a person. It rules over, yes, Jupiter have two houses, Sagittarius and Pisces, and it gets exalted only in one house, that is Cancer, that is the fourth house. This is the characteristics of a Jupiter. And The next planet is about the Saturn. It is a servant of celestial cabinet, of the celestial cabinet we can say. It represents the masses or public. It is a planet which is known for its judgment. So in all the 9 planets, so when it is called as a karma karaka. So in all the 9 planets we can say Saturn only gives us a judgment. It judges you according to your karma performed during your current birth and gives you marks accordingly. It is a very slow planet and takes time to provide you results. It shows the patience of a person. It is all about delaying the things. It gets exalted in Libra and elevated in Aries. Okay, it is ruled by Capricorn and Aquarius. 2 signs is the house of this. It gets exalted in Libra and elevated in Aries. Remember, this is already explained in this previous classes. And the last 2 planets is Rahu and Ketu. As I told you, this is a ascending node and descending node, right? It is a imaginary planet. It doesn't hide. Actually, it is not at all a planet. Though it is not a planet, Rahu, it is a north node of a planet. It is also known as a Chaya Graha in Vedic astrology. It has only head of a demon. Rahu is always curious about the worldly fame. It always runs after the materialistic things. It is imaginary world. It is commonly known as a Shanivrat Rahu. That means it behaves like a planet Saturn. Since it's bodiless planet, so it always wants more and more and never be satisfied with one thing at every aspect of one life. There is always an imaginary world. This Rahu planet will give us a mindset. It is assumed that it gets exalted in Taurus and Gemini. It's as assumption in Rahu and Ketu we are having so much of conflictions. We will see that it is assumed that it gets exalted in Taurus or Gemini and elevated in Scorpio and Sagittarius. Therefore, there is no specific sign for Rahu as it behaves like a sign or a planet. It's a shadow planet we can say. And Ketu, the same like Rahu. Rahu is a head and Ketu is a tail. It is again not a planet. It is commonly known as a south node of a planet moon. It's a tail of demon. It's also a Chaya Graha like Rahu. It doesn't have interest in worldly fame. It is just opposite to Rahu because that is head, that is tail. Rahu is interested in materialistic things. Ketu is interested in non-materialistic things. That is a spiritual oriented person will be highly strong in Ketu. In worldly fame and desire, it is just opposite to Rahu. It's a very spiritual planet which seeks only for enlightenment. It is all about separation from materialistic things. It is headless planet. Only Ketu is a planet considered for moksha in this life. Whenever we have to get a proper moksha, to attain a moksha, the Ketu should be very strong in our planet. If Ketu is not strong also, which remedy we have to do, that we are going to see in the consecutive classes. It reflects our past life karmas, sanchit karma, etc. It is believed that Ketu behaves like planet Mars. It gets exalted in Scorpio and elevated in Taurus or Gemini. So these are all the discussion of planets. I thought to give you the basic ideas regarding these planets. It is a quick review of this lesson. In lesson 6 we are going to learn about the learning basic astrology. I told you the basic characteristics of planets we are going to see. Sun we saw. Sun is a king, moon is a queen, and after sun, moon we saw the Mercury. Mercury is an intellectual property. Venus is a luxurious part of a life. And after that Mars. Mars is a very aggressive element. We can define Mars as a very, very aggressive element. Then Jupiter. It is the guru planet. It is like a teacher. Okay. So the next one is Saturn. Saturn is a karma karaka. As I told you, Saturn is a karma karaka. And Rahu and Ketu are the it's not at all a planet. It is like a north node and south node of a planet moon. Okay. So it will give us a materialistic. Rahu gives a materialistic feelings. Ketu gives a spiritualism feelings. So based on these planets and all, we are going to study which planet. For example, I told you about all the 9 characteristics of this planets, right? So in next classes what we are going to see is if this planet position in where, if the position of these planets matters a lot. So if sun is placed in first house or second house, third house, what is the result, how we have to analyze, everything we are going to see in the consecutive classes. Wait for the next classes. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I am also very eagerly waiting to give you the respective classes. Thank you for watching my channel.